So, we live in life, Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are tuning into an episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show live. What is good, everybody? Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. It's cold. People are freezing. I think that I have the powers of Iceman, and I don't know how to control these wretched powers. The world is covered in blizzards from the north. I don't know how to stop it. Please give me guidance. But we got some stuff to talk about it today, and I have two major questions I'm gonna ask everybody because that's what we're gonna be talking about. And one of the major questions is why do Raven fans blindly follow Eric Dacosta? That's number one. And number two is when will the Ravens stop self-sabotaging? All right. First, before we get started, let me go say good morning to everybody. Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. Busy morning. King Blaze, yo, what's up? First in the building, let's go. Tila, always a pleasure to have you, madam. Thanks for being here. Jared, yo. Stacy, always a pleasure to have you also. Good morning to you. Let's see. I be saying, what up? We in here, man. We in here. We working. Ashley Royalty, always a pleasure to have you. Good morning. Flex Zone, you need to have faith in EDC. No! I can't. Bro, listen. When you can't fix an O-line for half of a decade, I don't have much faith in you, bro. Like, you can't find a legit pass rusher in half of a decade. I'm not going to have much, faith in you, bro. And then you be like, we're looking for big body receivers, big body beans, right? And still don't do it. Not really going to trust you, bro. But good morning to you, Flex. I'm glad you're in here, Mo. King Lee, my guy. Yes, sir. What up? Michael Aikens, morning. Let's see who else is in here. Let's see who's I think that's everybody. Zico Kage in a snowstorm. I'm telling you, bro. I heard everybody from New York is in a blizzard right now. It's crazy out there. I knew Blaze was going to be first to try to beat him today. It's crazy. Have some faith, Nostradamus, please. I can't. He's broken my faith. Listen, all right, let's get into these topics, right? And I think you're going to like the throwback for today's question today, too. Every time the Ravens do anything, right? Anything. The person who shoulders all of the vitriol is usually Lamar and now upcoming Derrick Henry, right? Because you're seeing even now that every time they rank the running backs, you notice how Derrick Henry's never in the top 5? But it's cheating for Lamar to have a top 10 running back on his team. But hey, he's not top 5 guy. He's not even top 7. Because PFF did a thing on that. I'm going to do it today on that too. But Eric Dacosta never gets heat. Like real heat. What I just said responding to Flex is true. It's undoubtedly true. It's inarguably true. You've had a GM who has had the best player in the league. You almost fumble it, but somehow you make sure that you get a running back that pairs almost perfectly with your quarterback, and they become a dynamic duo. Superman and Batman. Not even Superman and Robin. Superman and Batman, right? And then you look at the rest of the team and say, you still haven't found a pass rusher? You've been a GM for 9 years now? You still can't find a pass rusher? Okay. All right. What about O-line? You can't fix the O-line? Real talk? Yo, we're just going to overlook that? Big body X receiver? We need one of those? Can't find one of those either? And Raven fans will just defend and blindly follow this man. I got to know what EDC knows. Because if I can get people to blindly follow me, then I wouldn't care if YouTube demonetized my channel, right? Because everyone would just follow me over to Patreon. Like, I need to know. I want to know. Do you know? I like to know. I like to know. Like, I really need to know. Like, what does this man do that has everybody so grounded in belief for him? Like, I've watched him make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and everyone tells me it's okay. You know what? I am standing. That's why I'm doing this, Eye of Horse. I'm standing on it. Listen, two things can be right at the same time. And good morning to you, Eye of Horse. Two things can be right. Black One Rob, good morning to you also. Two things can be right at the same time, bro. Two things. Harbaugh was definitely a problem. We know that. But he had an accomplice. He had a friend. Talking about my best friend. They were best friends. They lived right behind him. Remember, they would hop to the back gate to go talk to each other. Like, and look, I get it. We're not gonna agree on everything. I just need to know what he does. And I thank you for saying that, Ivy saying, because you said it's patience and waiting to see how things unfold. But once I ask this question all the time, like, if there was a GM, right, that had a top flight quarterback, top flight running back, right, and couldn't find a pass rusher, couldn't protect this quarterback, couldn't get weapons for that proper weapon for that quarterback, would he still be employed? Now, I get it. Everybody's saying, well, it was more Harbaugh, so, we want to give him another shot. How many? I need to know from right now, because I don't want any line moving. How many more seasons are you willing to give EDC until you say enough is enough? He's been there for 9 years, guys. 9 seasons he's been the GM. 9. Is it 9? 8. My bad. 8. Sorry. My 8. Because 2018 was Ozzy's last pick. So I just want to know. I need to know. How much longer are we going to... Now, look. Here's the thing. EDC could turn it around and make everything work. And then we look at it and be like, wow, maybe it was Harbaugh. And I'd have to come out and be like, yo, okay, it was Harbaugh. It wasn't EDC. I was wrong. I thought he had a large... I was giving it more like 60-40. Maybe 70-30. Why don't I get notices anymore? Coach, it's YouTube. It's not me. You see what everyone's been complaining, saying that no one's getting notifications on the Wunderkind Morning Show or the Wunderkind Show anymore. Yeah, that's all. YouTube playing games. So when I be freezing and stuff like that, it's not me. When y'all can't get the notifications, it's not me. It's YouTube playing games. Nigel even get up is now saying that Lamar Jackson will never be the same and says that Josh is still the best. He's the best, but the other stuff is nonsense. Bro, it's crazy. 3 rosters that easily could have been in the Super Bowl if not for coaching and player execution. 2019, 2023, 2024. Good morning, Coach. Shout out to Coach for being in here, man. That's my guy. Please go out and show some support too. He does the channels and everything, and the channel's been growing, guys. Shout out to Coach. It's been growing, so give him a shout out for the more tally, and I'll be there tonight. Okay, so you're saying that was a good enough. So I laugh at this, right? Because you said the roster was good enough. That's what you're saying. The roster was good enough. Or they were just performing above the roster because Lamar was playing out of his mind. Like the defense played well in 2019 because we had got Marcus Peters. Remember, we started off rocky. We started off the season 2-2. I know people don't like to remember that because everyone was like, oh, then we got Marcus Peters and we hit the ground running. We never looked back. 2023, Mike McDonald, pitched one of the greatest defensive seasons I've seen in a long time. And we've already found out that he is a genius. But 2019, what receivers we had? What was the running backs we had? We're talking about a roster. We had good enough receivers to win? Good enough running backs to win? The O-line that we've been complaining about got absolutely shredded from 2019 on. 2023, I mean, once again, no running back. It was Lamar. That's people see, this is what my thing is, right? We conflate the two, right? This is why I wanted Derrick Henry so much. I keep saying this, and I think because I defend Lamar, people don't understand where I'm coming from. This is not the Baltimore Lamars. This is the Baltimore Ravens. And I stand on this. This is the Baltimore Ravens. This is not Lamar and the Pips. Everybody has to be doing their job. We have a whole bunch of guys that are not executing or doing their job, and you're looking at one guy to make up for all of their lack of execution. How long have I been complaining about the O-line? How long is I know coaches complaining about the O-line. I know Lunchbreak Hot Take is complaining about the O-line. I know Hendo from the Rogue Pod's been complaining about the O-line. Yolanda B's been complaining about the O-line. So I know it's not just me. I know it's not just me. The OC and head coaches was the problem. Fair. But they've been a problem. They've been a problem for a while. 2023 was good coaching malpractice, was the reason we didn't make the Super Bowl. But once again, with what we had as weapons, you see what I'm trying to say? What we had as weapons, we were going to make it there simply because we had a guy playing out of his mind. That, to me, that's not team football. I want you to understand that. When I look at football, I look at it as a team sport. This is not the NBA. And I always ask people, when I ask that question, it infuriates people. But I ask that question knowing that a lot of people not understanding where I'm coming from. It's bro, football is a team sport. The O-line got to block, receivers got to catch, running backs got to run, quarterbacks have to distribute the ball. Tight ends now do a little bit of both, all three. Sometimes they're fullbacks in some sets. Sometimes they're catching, sometimes they're blocking. Based on what you're running, what play you're running at that instance. But that's a team. I don't need one guy being that's what listen, I love highlights. I love Derrick Henry's highlights. Him stiff arming people. Ha, 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 5 times up the sideline, 50 yards, 60 yards, touchdown. You don't think I love when Lamar does what he does? And ha, 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 hit you with that, ha, 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 and he goes around and starts putting people in the spin cycle, and whoop. And then it sounds like, Street Boy, remember and one? Oh, baby. You know what I'm saying? Cross him over and everything. You don't think I love that? I love that too. The thing I have is that shouldn't be the normality how we have to win. And that's become the normality. Man, Derrick Henry got to break some tackles, man. Come on, break these 5 tackles and go up the sideline. Why does he have to break 5 tackles to go up the sideline? Why? Why is he getting hit 2 times behind the line? Oh, come on, Lamar. Make those 4 guys miss. Come on, man. Oh, my God, you're playing like garbage today. Why do you have to make 4 guys dip, dive, duck, and dot 4 guys in the backfield? Why? And when he does it, then he throws it, and then it gets dropped. Which we've seen. I just want everybody to do their jobs. That's all I'm asking. That shouldn't be something that's a hard thing to grasp. And I just can't understand why people don't agree with that. How much longer are you going to say, we got Lamar Jackson, he'll make people miss, at O-line? I've asked this question. If you take Lamar Jackson and throw him off the Ravens, right? He's no longer a Raven. Do you think it's enough with any other quarterback to win? If the answer is no, then it's not enough. Like, yo, I know I'm gonna get people mad about this, but it's true. Like if I put Josh Allen on this team and they're like, bro, like what kind of offensive line is this? Like, come on now, man. Okay, he has a great running game, okay, but his receivers be dropping the ball. Oh my, turning the stuff over. He don't got good tight ends. Like what are we doing? And the coach is doing foolishness. That's what you would say. If it was Josh Allen, that's what they would say. If it was Patrick Mahomes, that's what they would say. If it was Joe Burrow, that's definitely what they would say. Because Joe Burrow has to play with nothing but the creme de la creme on the outside. So I need to know. People can't keep looking at me and saying nitro. Like, I love the song and dance. I love it. Like, I love the banter. But I want to win. Like, I want to see the Ravens win. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting something different. Am I tripping about that? Think about this real quick, guys, right? I want you to think about this real quick. Every single team that truly cares about their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes on the Chiefs, Josh Allen on the Bills, right, has done one of two things or they've done both. They've either done everything they could do to give them all the weapons possible that they could give them, or they've done everything in their power to protect them. One of the two or both. Tell me if the Ravens have done either one of those. No, I need an answer right now. You got mad people in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Please remember to like, subscribe, and notification bell. I'm asking you guys now, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Every single team has done one of these two things, or they've done both. Give their quarterback an enormous amount of weaponry at his disposal, or give him a fortress for protection, or both. Please tell me if the Ravens have done either. Go ahead. And we can run down the quarterbacks too. Herbert had stupid weapons, right? Before Jim and them wanted to and then the O-line got hurt. The O-line was amazing. And he had mad weapons. Lawrence, Tua, Mahomes, Allen, Burrow. Kyler Murray. We can keep going, right? Matthew Stafford. I can keep going, right? Right? Ravens squad is the only squad where our offensive line is so bad and we don't care. We're like, so what? We paid you mad money. Make it work. Y'all remember Friday when the mother gave Day like $1 and he's like, this ain't enough? And she's like, make it enough. That's what the Ravens have done. And the fans, because we're so loyal and we've grown so accustomed to winning ugly, winning just the most ugliest ways possible. Defense and kicking. Right? That we've come to accept that. And this goes back to where I'm gonna pivot, right? Because this goes into the next pivot. That's the question. Why does everyone blindly follow this man if he has not done any of the things that I've brought up? And no one can ever give me a straight answer. I say, yo, A, B, C, and D. People then look at the A, B, C. I said, give me an answer on A, B, C, D. Then they say, yo, forget A, B, and C, D. X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, algebra, trigonometry. I'm like, yo, skip over I'm like, yo, what are we doing? I'm asking you about A, B, C, and D. No one can give me an answer on those. And that's why I'm pivoting to this, right? Because after this amount of time that he's been our GM, Harbaugh's been our coach, whatever else you want to call it, players doing what they're playing, then the question becomes, because eventually you have to ask this question. Because right now, I, of course, and everybody coach, a lot of people have said, look, we believe in this coaching new regime, this change. And I'm not gonna lie, I have high hopes for them too. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't, right? But then the question becomes, because of everything that's been done in the past, right? When will the Ravens stop self-sabotaging? EDC has had money at his disposal. He has had the gravity of one of the best players, most exciting player in the league at his disposal. He has had a respected team and organization to get players to come at his disposal. He's had a rookie deal quarterback giving him MVPs at his disposal. And he's made use of none of it. That's self-sabotage. Listen, right now, bro, if I tell you right now, like, look, I need for you to become a successful human being, right? I need you to be making 6 figures a year, everything else. I'm going to give you every dollar to go to any college you want to start anything you want to do, right? On top of that, I'm going to give you money to start a side business, a side gig, right? On top of that, just in case that's too much for you, I'm going to give you not an agent, but oh my God, I can't remember the person that helps you take care of like the manage all your stuff. I forgot the name of that. When you have someone that helps you manage all your stuff, I'm gonna give you one of those people to help you manage everything, right? And I'm gonna consult you. If I still wasn't successful, and mind you, I'm funding all this. You're not funding any of it. If I told you that and I still wasn't successful, would you be like, nah, he just needs 5 more years? Would you be like, nah, he needs 3 more years? Assistant, thank you, coach. Assistant, thank you. Your assistant, thank you. You wouldn't say that. If I gave you all of that, you would say, yo, you're still not successful? You haven't even finished 2 years of the college? Where did the money go? What happened to the car I was renting for you? What happened to the building of the business I rented for you? Where's everything gone? If we do nothing this year, I'm done with football. It's too cap and rigged. You hate the Ravens. I get the frustration, bro. I get it. Nigel Darolowski needs to be popped one. Once again, he took another shot at Lamar on the non-Lamar topic recently. Oh, man. Listen, once again, you already know you don't like him. That's just what it is. They're going to keep taking shots. Hopefully, they turn it into something, that's what they're hoping. They're hoping that it turns into something big, that they can get some content out of it. That's why everyone's watching that. Like, Lamar's under contract. He's under contract. They're trying to turn it into something big because they want extra content. I just hate Jetta's Please JR. Ugh, man, it's crazy. Listen, I'm asking straight up on some stuff, man, and no one's ever be able to give me a straight answer on that stuff. Like, we know how good this team can be, even without it being perfect. Nobody is saying the team has to be perfect, but those are like. When you're building a team, everybody knows you start from the inside out. You have to build from the trenches. Everybody knows that. Everything pretty much. So when you're building a team, you have to be able to protect your quarterback, attack the opposing quarterback, right? And give your quarterback weapons for him to be successful. Have the Ravens done any of that? And once again, it goes back to the self-sabotage. Sabotage! Didn't we pick what's his name over George Pickens? Hey, Mr. Sweet Jr. with a $20 donation. Yes! Let's shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for that Best Nation donation. Let me go read what you said. Oh, we got donations. Yes. All right, hold on. You said best of luck with the monetization. Thank you so much for that, bro. Thank you. It bites. It really does bite. Yo, but we're trying. I'm fighting. Still going to give y'all great content, though. I promise you. is Mike Evans done? I don't think Mike Evans is done. He's just not what Mike Evans used to be. I don't think he's done, though. I don't think he's done. I think Mike Evans could still be. Because remember, if y'all are watching this season with them, he was getting injured left and right. This is an injury-riddled season for him. Mike Evans has the size to age gracefully in the NFL, and he has good enough games to age gracefully in the NFL. I still think he has at least 3-4 years in the NFL personally. Best Nation donation. You're darn right, King Blaze. Thank you so much for that. I don't know what's going on with my eyes. My God. But yeah. I think that Mike Evans, I would love to get Mike Evans. Give me Mike Evans next to Zay Flowers, Tylan Wallace, Tez Walker. Yeah, I'll take that any day. Telling y'all now, we are not drafting O-line until round 3 and 4. JR said that. And that's what I'm saying. Yo, check this out. This is what I call self-sabotage, right? And then they will grade whatever the Ravens do as an A+. Name a year. Yo, that's another thing we're talking about self-sabotage. Name a year right now where the Ravens didn't get an A+ on their draft. Go ahead and name it. Go ahead and name the year where everyone said the Ravens didn't get an A+ draft. Go ahead. Tell me which year. We have never been below an A- for the draft from since my recollection. Please tell me when. I'm just tired of doing the same thing over and over. And, you know, listen, we have some great fans. We do. I think we have a great team, you know. We've prayed to get this level of offense into Baltimore. We've prayed for it. You think about this real quick, guys. We got this level of great offense, and we didn't even have a star wide receiver for most of the time. What was our star receiver in 2023? What was the star receiver in 2019? Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? You can say that Zay has become a star wide receiver, right? Fine. No problem, right? But we've had one of the greatest offenses in the NFL without having certainty. We had one of the greatest rushing teams of all time, if not the greatest rushing team of all time, right? And that was before Derrick Henry. I'm glad you blocked them, Jared. I'm glad you did. We had 3 first-round picks on receivers, so they're predicting the Ravens draft the receiver this draft. So it would be 4 receivers we drafted in the first round. And the man, you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing. Hey! Yo! Even the Hollywood draft, they're like, oh, that time he did what Lamar wanted him to do. Bro, you could have had Terry McLaurin, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf. There were so many other receivers you're going to pick. You picked Hollywood Brown. I asked the question for self-sabotage because I'm wondering if it's ingrained, if it's something that we could get away from or get over. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just EDC with the self-sabotaging. It's the players. When you see Mark Andrews start getting PBUs in games and trying to backwards lateral into coverage, you be like, yo, what is that? Or trying to tackle his teammate in the middle of the field so he can't make a touchdown catch. What is that? Or the fumbles. What is that? Or the not blocking. What is that? Or the not being able to pick off the ball. Even if the ball gets tipped, it drops your hand. I can't make that turnover. I don't got no hands. That's not what I'm paid for, man. Self-sabotage. My questions are based in logic. When will the Ravens stop self-sabotaging? Even if this team turns out to be amazing, right? Let's say for the sake of argument, they're amazing. Amazing. The coaching regime looked like it was the best choice ever. We're riding high. Everybody's like, you see me rolling. You hate it. Patrolling it, trying to catch me riding dirty. Like, I mean, on cloud 9. And then we go to the playoffs, and none of the receivers can catch. There's multiple fumbles. O-line ain't blocking. Defense ain't causing no turnovers. They can't get to the opposing quarterback. I ask you, can this coaching regime change the self-sabotaging that we've become accustomed to as Raven fans? Nobody's asked that question. Nobody. Some of the smartest people who are Raven fans have yet to ask that question. None of the big name YouTubers that cover it have asked that question. The self-sabotaging. Can this regime stop the self-sabotaging that has plagued the Baltimore Ravens? And you know what my answer is? I don't know. I don't know. I can only hope. I can only hope. I can only pray. Because that's what we're dealing with. Get rid of trashies and trash lele. Now, if I was ABC, bro. And that's another thing, right? We have to sign Linderbaum. We cannot go into next season having to replace both guards and the center. You can't do it. Like, you can't. Because right now, how everyone doing their draft picks, they not building from the trenches. It's stupid. I don't understand why they don't. They can and they will, Nitro, because we must have faith. Yo, some of y'all be making me laugh, bro. This man's gonna be, gotta have faith. Oh, so Flexo's crazy, bro. Bro, man, Jersey, on this question, why can't Eagle fans leave Lamar alone? Because no team can. No team can. Like, I've defended Jalen Hurts, right? Because I've come from the cloth of saying, if you are going to sit there and give all of this love and propping up a player to Joe Burrow, who lost, operative word, lost a Super Bowl, then how much love should we give Jalen Hurts? Because if I'm not mistaken, Joe Burrow didn't play well in those playoffs. He was average at best during that playoff. I think he had 5 touchdowns during that playoff run, the entirety of it. You see what I'm trying to say? So that was always my Jalen Hurts take. It's like, you're like, oh, Joe Burrow's so great. He's been to a Super Bowl. So he's better than Lamar Jackson. He's better than all these other guys. They were arguing that Joe Burrow's a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes won multiple Super Bowls. And I'm like, oh, because he made it to a Super Bowl, Nitro. Okay, Jalen Hurts made it to 2 and 1-1. And then they get frustrated when I bring that up. So my common sense. On top of it, he has trouble finishing the season. Come on now, bro. Listen, I heard people saying that, like, I have a question for you guys too, right? I'm going to play devil's advocate, right? I'm going to play devil's advocate on this. If Lamar signs a brand new deal, right? Let's say Lamar signs a brand new deal. And we get all that money that we're saying that is being held up because of Lamar, right? And we still don't sign Linderbaum. What would you guys say? What would be your guys' reactions? What would be going through your guys' mind? I need to know. Mind you, everyone has said we don't have no freedom and no money because of Lamar. Fine. We'll go with that. Let's say right now, Lamar signs a deal that gives us all this extra free money to play with, and we still don't sign Linderbaum. What would be your reaction? Yo, God's favorite says Lamar needs to be to trade. After he just signed a brand new deal? Good luck. Good luck with that. That's not going to work. I wouldn't be mad either way if we sign him or not. We cannot go into next season with needing a center and 2 guards. There's no way. That's not even proper. Like, bro, for what? Like, we can't. We can't. And even Emery, right? When they brought up Emory Jones, oh yeah, we're gonna have him there competing for a spot. Hopefully he could play himself into a guard spot. I'm like, hey yo. You didn't see Falele all last year? Who? Voorhees all last year? Who is he competing with? Y'all didn't see. Oh, see, people haven't brought this up either. Y'all didn't see what he said about Emory Jones on that podcast, EDC? Y'all didn't watch that? Like, y'all didn't watch when he said that? Naturally, you don't even like Linder Flinders, though, who you think he's... It's not even about liking. There's no other... Like, guys, he's not the best, but he's not the worst. There's nobody else. Listen, we already need to replace our guards, right or wrong. So you're telling me you would want to go into next season having to replace the center and both guards, and EDC already came out talking about Emory Jones. He's going to have to compete for a job. This ain't no guarantee he'll even be a guard on the team. So your entire interior of your offensive line got to be revamped? And you want to go into next year like that with a brand new coaching regime? Brand new offense on top of it? One of the few times he was honest about the O-line, bro. The center from the Bills would be a good size. Can we get him? I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. He is the number one free agent on the market. Exactly. Linderbaum is. He's talking about all the big moves he's going to make in and out of the season if he can't re-sign his players back. We can't make no big moves. Only Scrubs is going to be retiring the next 2 to 3 years. And I'm worried about that. Because what was my thing? I said that if Lamar signs this deal, it gives you all the flexibility, and he still doesn't sign these guys, then who are we going to blame then? Like, is it like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Lamar needs to, talk to people just to take a pay cut and come over to the team. Like, I'm trying to wonder how we're going to pivot on that. Real talk. Yo, this man feels the Lord will provide. He will. That's not even a joke. He will. The Lord will provide. He's always there. But I'm just saying, like, bruh, this ain't no quick fix. Lindy want $20 million. The top paid center making $18 million. That's $2 million over the top paid. Lindy might have to walk. And that's bro. We have to go get the Bills guy then. Like, we should already had him then. If they know they're not gonna play Lindy, if we can get the Bills guy for 14 or something like that, or 15. All right, bye. And then look Linderbaum in the face and be like, you gonna be all you can be, bro. But once again, can we replace all three? They don't even want to. He doesn't even want to give Emory Jones the spot right now over Voorhees and Falele, which is crazy to me, asinine to me. But that's what we're dealing with. The tag is like $27 million a year. They cannot do that. Justin Lewis said nasty work. It's nasty work. These are the questions that need answers. And nobody got no answers. I'm stuck, man. I'm stuck. Oh, my gosh. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, I be getting so frustrated sometimes because that's the stuff that goes through my mind. If you want to know what goes in the Nitro mind, that's the stuff that goes through my mind. I just want to know how we're balancing things. You know what I mean? And you can't lay this crap at the feet of EDC. And you can. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Big Lele is gone, though. There's no. We don't know if he don't get. Listen, if Falele can't have another team pick him up and EDC can get him on the cheap, Falele will be back in Baltimore. I'm not even asking you that. I'm telling you that. If another team won't pick up that 2-year, $21 million, and they say, you got to come down there, big guy, what about 2 years, $10 million? He's all right, I'll do it. 2 years, 10.5. I just want to make a little money. He'll be right back in Baltimore, and everyone's going to be just like this. I'm going to be like I told y'all. Hey, yo, if that happens, bro, Nitrodamus is the only name I'll be going by after that, bro. I'm dead serious with you. It'll be the only name I'm going by after. If they do that, and do exactly how I called it, bro, Nitrodamus, that's all I want to be called. Nitrodamus. Yo, can you imagine the tapes, the videos that Coach will be making if Falele is retained by the Baltimore Ravens? Can you imagine what Lunch Break Hot Take is going to say if Falele is retained? Can you imagine what Rogue Pod's going to say if Falele is retained? Yolanda B is going to be saying if Falele is retained. Raven C is going to be saying if Falele is retained. Flex Zone, what he will be saying if Falele is retained. Huh? Yo, let me calm down, bro. Let me calm down. Even Raven might even be like, oh. Because then I'm going to look at y'all, because I'm going to be real mean at that point. I'm going to be like, yo, who still trusts EDC? Who?
Oh!
I'm going to be ruthless, bro. I'm going to be in here like a battle rapper. Be like, yo, I'm going to get the big blicky. Trust me, trigger finger. Never miss me. Hold on. Like, bro, I'm going to go hard on them, bro. Pause. Like, yo, I'll be like a battle rapper the way I'm going to be going at them, bro. Like a battle rapper. I'm going to cry if that flopper comes back here. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, if Falele does not get the look, because everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah, he's so great, but no one's going to pick him up. And then he's like, all right, we'll drop it down to half. 10-5, easy. I'm like, 10-5. He's still pretty good in the run game. We get him for that little thing, man. I'm telling you right now, the teammates love him too. Didn't Lamar say he like him? Things say he like him too. Derrick Henry. Oh yeah, let's bring him back here, bro. All right, here we go. Sign this right here. But we're gonna do it for 10-5. We're gonna do it for 9-5 there, bro. Sign that thing right there. All right, here Raven, and everyone's gonna say, "Welcome back, Daniel Falele." When you get that notification, and he gonna be like, because that's gonna be the picture they use when they bring him back and when it hits your notifications. And I'm telling you this right now. You see, I'm gonna be on here. When that happens, I'm gonna be on here like, believe in miracles. When you believe, the hope is frail. It's hard to tell. Bro, I'm gonna be wicked, bro. Let this phone go ding, 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 ding. And I look over notifications. Daniel Falele has been signed by the Ravens for a 2-year deal. Bro, I'm gonna be wicked, bro. Y'all gonna be like that, you're gonna repent. Go to the altar. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. Oh my God. Y'all think I'm joking? Yo, I'm gonna be like, no. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all gonna be like, Nitro, go repent, bro. Yo, I don't think White Dwayne is saying I can fix it. No one is saying that IV guaranteed. Oh my gosh, bro. We have 3 years or the Super Bowl Lamar era is over. I believe if we can't get a Super Bowl in the next 3 years, Lamar Jackson will probably. If we don't, and it's just, once again, teammate after whatever, I can see Lamar being like, I want to go to another team. I can see that. I can see that. Nitro, Jacob and Dottie D in your comments take cheap shots at Lamar Jackson all the time, and it's a bit gross. Yeah. Well, we get used to it, bro. We get used to it. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all gonna be looking at Nitro and being like, yo, the Wunderkind, bro. He's tripping out right now, bro. Let my notification go ding, 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 and have that man Falele back in Baltimore. Oh, bro. None of you, not even the smiling, good-natured support that I get from like Yolanda or Tila or King Lee or Ash. Nothing will quench my rage. Nothing. I mean nothing. Nothing. I will fillet. Bro, let me stop. I was about to go up too, bro. I was about to go. Bro, let me stop. But nah, for real, though, I'm being inconsolable. He better not be no starter if he's here. I'm telling y'all, bro, the season will tell a lot. Ash, I'm dead serious. It's going to be nasty work over there. Y'all going to be like, yo, I'm probably do a 24-hour stream of just ripping EDC in them, bro. Let my phone go ding, ding, and that thing come out if I lay it back in here. The way I'm going to rip this man, it's going to get back to him. He going to be like, yo, what's wrong with this man? What's wrong with this man? Had the nerve to be smiling on the sideline. So I'm dead serious with you, bro. Like, 77 at WrestleMania loading. I think he would make an amazing wrestler. I think Daniel Falele could make an amazing wrestler. Amazing wrestler. Like, can you imagine Daniel Falele headlining? Bro, you could see him becoming a wrestler. He doesn't even have to play football no more. Go be a wrestler, bro. The Rock retired. He retired. Goldberg retired. Go be all you could be, Falele. I don't even want Fish picking up trash in the bank, bro. I'm dead serious with you, bro. God made a megastar. He'd be crazy in wrestling. Crazy in wrestling. Go be a wrestler. He'd be a superstar. He'd make more. Falele would make more wrestling, and he'd probably have more fun doing it, and he'd be beloved. Shave his head. He'd be the new Kane or new Undertaker. He'd be making money, fist, hand over fist money. He'd be making more doing that than playing football. Y'all forget, he's like 6'8", 300, almost 400 pounds. Like, bro, the amount of people that would support him in wrestling would be, yo, make that a new thing right now. Daniel Falele, if you're listening, don't play no more football, bro. It's not your sport, bro. You're big, you're strong, I get it. You want to make real money. You want to be beloved. You want people to have your name on posters. You want people to be like, bro, that's my guy. Go be a wrestler. Go be a wrestler. All them kids gonna have your dog, cause your dog gonna be big, oversized. Like the mini dog probably gonna be this big. The regular dog gonna be this big. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's the perfect thing that anybody has ever said. Daniel Falele should be a pro wrestler. He don't even gotta talk. Just like you don't talk in Baltimore. Just grunt. Imagine them making a character for the WWE, right? And he don't even talk. He just growls. Like, yo, do you want to join me and be a tag team for a Rumble? Sounded like a yes in there. Like, bro, I could do this for them. I could write it for them. And then he's like, we're good now? We're good, guys. He goes, and just grabs him by the neck, looks him in his face, and picks him up, boom, slam. Everyone goes crazy. Everyone, in the audience, all the Grims, he is growling all the time. You don't even know if he has a voice. I'm dead serious with you right now. He's printing money. I'm dead serious. You don't make somebody like him a heel. You make him the anti-hero. You make him that he's not the hero, he's not a heel, and he's not the heroes. He's in between. Whatever, like something, he's chaos incarnate. When he comes out there, he could be a champion that everyone's rooting for, and he take him out. Then the guy that nobody likes, he takes him out. and both sides have to come together to take him out. Bro, I could do this easily. Easily, bro. Somebody tell me I'm lying right now. Someone tell me I'm lying right now, please. If he keep getting pushed back, he's struggling. I don't see it, Nitro. Bro, Brandon Tillman, he is ridiculously strong. He's just not coordinated. But falling over, picking up somebody by the neck, he'll be able to do that. Trust me. You can have them trying to go off the ropes and hit him. He just absorbs the hit and they fall. Don't make him talk. Just have him grunting and growling. Every kid's going to want that toy. Every kid is going to want that toy. I'm dead serious with you, bro. Man, listen, man. Listen, bro. You know, Falele, I'll be your manager, bro. You want to make that big money, bro? I got you, bro. Just don't be trying to protect my QB no more, bro. You feel me? I need someone that can actually protect Lamar. I need someone that can actually protect Derrick Henry, bro. Open up holes for that man. Y'all keep forgetting that Falele can still move. Like, it's not like the Big Show where he's just big and he really can't move around. Falele can run. He can move around. He's just not super light on his feet. Right? That's all that is. But in wrestling, it wouldn't matter. Some of y'all would be like, wow, that's Daniel Falele? Bro, I can't lie. I kind of like him. I'm like, you see? You see? And they would just be printing money. Because when you become a star of wrestling, that's what you do. You pretty much just print money. You put on a show. You put on an act like once a week, right? For rehearsals, whatever else it is. And you become a star. And you get paid wazoo money. Real talk. I'm just being real. You're going to get Roe off the mic. Yo, could you imagine how that would tie in the NFL? Because then what you would have is you would have a a blueprint that now washed out guards that are really, really big or washed out tackles could follow and maybe become and make money for themselves and their family. Imagine if Falele does good in the WWE and makes an NFL comeback. As long as he's not on the Ravens, I'm fine. He wouldn't have to dodge them. He wouldn't have to answer. He would just grunt. Like, how do you feel about winning the title? You make sure. Let me tell you what you do. You put in somebody that's gonna interview him and make him hurt the interviewer too. Like, oh, you just won. And put a mic in his face. Are you happy right now? Grab my neck. Like, what are you doing? Everyone's like, oh my God, pick up the script. Boom! Slam him too. Everyone goes crazy. And he just walks out the ring. Everyone's scared. Everyone's like, oh my God, he knocked out the interviewer. Oh my God, what's going on? It's pandemonium. I'm dead serious right now. It's printing money, bro. It's printing money. I'm telling you right now. But guys, look. That's the episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Guys, before we end the show, right? This has been a good episode, right? I have a question. Now, I thought that y'all might like this one because I know some people are like Harry Potter heads. I know I got some Harry Potter heads in here. I know I do. I don't even have to ask. I know I do. It's like the only book that's more popular than Harry Potter is the Bible. You feel me? And a question was asked. And this is a good question. Harry Potter had a lot of deaths in it. There was a lot of liked characters that died in Harry Potter. If you could bring back any one of these characters, just one, which one would it be?
3.
Come on now.
4.
Yeah. If you could bring back any which one of those Harry Potter characters, which one would you pick? Y'all didn't read the book or watch the movies? I watched the movies. The only one I never watched was the very, very last one. I watched all the movies. And I read some of the books. I read the first 3 books. When I was younger. Hold on, wait. Time. You're telling me half the people in here are not Harry Potter fans? Are y'all serious right now? Are you serious, Snape? You know what's crazy? I could see that. Professor Snape, I could see that. Why? Because he's actually an anti-hero, but his upbringing on loving Harry's mother and then her picking the father used to pick on him, everything else, and him actually been protecting Harry the entire time, to me is just it's a tragedy, bro. So I can understand people wanting to bring back Snape. You could keep Dumbledore. I do not want Dumbledore back, that idiot. His long beard. He's part of the reason why what's his name came back, idiot. Nah, you can keep Dumbledore. Dumbledum. Like that, I can't stand Dumbledore. God favorite says sorry, Nitro. No, Harry Potter didn't have my interest as a jit. I liked a lot of different things. I was a kid that liked a lot of different things. As y'all seen, I was in a lot of different sports, and I loved a lot of different things. I just did. It's just the way it was for me. Like, I know some people become enamored with one thing and just go crazy. Nah, that wasn't me. I couldn't stand up. Dumbledore, bro, you could tell pretty much the whole story was his mistakes. Nitro disrespecting the owls. Who wants to bring, bro? Bro, I'm either bringing back the twin or Snape. Real talk. That would probably be my top two. Oh, no. Serious, what's it called? The three, you can keep the bird. But Harry's family. The top two, the two at the top left, I bring back those two. I'd bring back those two, and I'd bring back Professor Snape. Those would be my top three. Honorable mention, I forgot his name at the top, in the top right. He's honorable mention. Those would be the top three. Dumbledore was crazy nice. But his mistakes is why all that stuff happened. Like, if he would have opened his mouth and said some of the stuff and did things the right, like a certain way, which he knew he should have, but because he almost felt like it was his, like he was still trying to save, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? He was still trying to save the Half-Blood Prince. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like him, bro. My man's on the bottom. Yeah, the man's on the bottom right, the professor. I can't believe I don't like Harry Potter. That's crazy, man. Did y'all watch 2.5 Men? Did y'all ever watch that show, 2.5 Men? It's one of my favorite sitcoms of like all time. I like 2.5 Men, Martin, Fresh Prince. I mean, I can sit down, I can just watch the sitcoms. I wonder if I'm gonna do a sitcom thing one day. I'm dead serious. Because I can't believe a lot of y'all don't really, that's crazy. All right, no problem. I thought that was gonna be a hit one because Harry Potter's been a hit for everything else. And y'all not big on Harry, that's craziness. That's cool. That's cool. Now I know. Leave for the future. But guys, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show's not just signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace, and I'm out. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment if you want to donate. You see at the bottom of the screen. Also, Patreon is there, guys. Become members. Let's build it up. We're going to have a newsletter coming from there also for all the members. All right, guys. But have a blessed day. Stay safe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I will see y'all later tomorrow. It'll be a late episode tomorrow because I have to go to Fort Myers to Midwest Food Bank to get food for the church. Okay, guys? So it'll be a late show, but it will be a show for tomorrow. Okay, guys? All right. But I'm out of here, guys. Yeah!